he was rolling. And I mean, listen, he's got, he's going to probably get some transition, some drive, some post ups. And I kind of always said when he has the 3-ball going, if he makes like 3 or more, he usually ends up pushing his number up to around 30. Said that for a couple of years, and he hit those early too. So, he was really playing at a high level to start us off, and that's good. On a back-to-back, it's good to have somebody kind of come out with that extra special juice to get you going.
You guys have played more clutch minutes in the last 15 games than you did in the previous 36 combined. How much do those reps help, especially with such a young team?
Well, I think it's helping us, Josh. I think that, like for me, I'm not under any illusions that, when we're, even if we're up 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 or whatever, that the game's over, and that these teams aren't going to, do some things and come back and start making some shots. And you got to play through, the whole game, and you got to play through some trapping and some contact and all those things, that a team scrapping to get back in it is going to do. And they get back in it a lot. So I think it's good for us to be in these situations. Again, I think that we're making some really good plays, right? I mean, it's tonight, it's Gary kind of hitting the sealers, and the other night it's OG, and then Freddie's, done it a few games, so it's, there's, again, we're just trying to make the right play, and we've done it, and guys have stepped in and made those shots, and they look confident in doing so. And then, as kind of as hard as it was to play defense tonight, we made a couple really big plays down the stretch, right? Again, and those are turnovers or block shots or stops that we really need in the guts of the game, and we find a way to do it. So I think it's great experience for these guys.
Speaking of that, do you think OG's defense has taken a step up compared to the rest of the season lately?
Well, he's a really good defender, Eric. That's just, there's no two ways about it. And I thought late in the game we made one. The coaching staff did a great job and made an adjustment on a play call, and he ended up blocking the shot. Because we got him in the right spot to do so. So, he's capable of doing all that stuff defensively, inside, outside, shot blocking, steals, et cetera. So, again, I would keep saying that, Scotty, OG, Pascal, Freddie, and now Gary, those guys, we need to keep them sharp and defense in the forefront of their minds, because they all can play it. And if they all play it, then we should give ourselves a chance.
Nick, can you remember a 5-game stretch as tough schedule, like from a schedule standpoint, and then in terms of competition, and then to come out with 5-0?
No. It's been weird, right? It's been weird. That's all I can really say. It's a lot of games, and you guys see it. I mean, it's such a huge difference energy wise playing here versus playing on the road. And you're, that juice that you're getting from the crowd, even though it's the other team's crowd, is the games they're different, right? There's a lot more intensity. And then you kind of come back here and you're just like, you're in a daze a little bit, everybody, and you got to try to fight through it. And it's been really weird. That's all I can say, but good. At least we've hung in there and played good ball and figured out a way to win. Weird and good.
I think Precious has hit 7 of his last 11 threes. As far as I can remember, most of them from the corner. He had a couple of them tonight. Are you feeling more comfortable with him out there when he's got that shot?
Listen, we get to these lineups, and he's got to space the floor, and a lot of times, we got guys driving, Pascal, Freddie, OG driving, and either he's in the dunker or he drifts out to the corner, and it's just kind of where the natural spacing is, and it's good that he can step into them and take them. And you're right, he's made some those were 2 big ones tonight, man, because we kind of went on a little run during that stretch, and I think it was, again, they're big spirit boosters for us when he makes them. And I give him credit. I mean, he works at it, and our coaches work with him on it, and they've been key.
I talked pregame about your team's recovery defensively? Would you make consistently being able to show a high on Trae Young, take the 3-point shot away?
Listen, it wasn't a defensive work of art tonight by any stretch of the imagination, right? I mean, I think one thing is that we did ask them to try to get out to contest hard. I thought we did that all the way till about the last 5 minutes, and then we did it again in the last couple minutes. Maybe I think they may have made 5 in a row there. But up and then I was asking them to try to get them to reload it or pump fake it or bounce it or at least shoot it under a heavy contest, and we could get them to miss. So we did just enough of that, I thought. And we did a decent job of just making timely plays. That's for sure. We had some issues, man. The roller was hurting us, and we did a really good job in Atlanta. We didn't get any roll baskets, and we gave up about 15 tonight. It seemed like it's a big part of their game. That makes them really hard to guard because they got so much. You got to concentrate on the ball so much, and then the rollers are flying out of there, and then they got shooters all over the place. So it's not an easy team to guard by any stretch.
Is that a case of pick your poison and living with?
Yeah, I mean, we tried a bunch of stuff, right? We went to a long segment of zone, which I thought is good. That had some benefits maybe even later on. We did go to some switching. We were switching matchups and then switching and, just getting different guys, different looks on them and, just doing our best. But again, it wasn't a work of art, but it was enough tonight.
It's how do you feel coming out of that?
I think we should feel pretty good. I think definitely some tough games out there against a really good team that's kind of in the East. Those are the teams that we want to face every single night. And came at us. The games came at us pretty fast. So I like the way we responded every single game. The games were different. And then each game we kept fighting, no matter what it is, back to back, whatever the case might be. Just continue to fight, play as a team, and I like our resiliency and just the fact that we just go out there every single night and fight.
Do you maybe feel a little bit different about each other, given you won the second swept, 2 back-to-backs in 5 nights, and the triple overtime,
right? No, definitely we get some games together. I think one of the things all year we haven't been able to be together, and play as a team and have everyone back. So I think that having everyone back and just going through those battles together, the Miami game and having to kind of find ways to win, it builds character. And I think that we can only get better from it. And even just the adversity of playing 4 games in 5 nights, just knowing how hard that is and just seeing, guys logging minutes and still doing everything and playing the hearts out and out there, it feels good.
All the late game reps that you guys have been getting lately, where are you seeing the biggest area of growth at the end of close games? Is it on the offensive end, defensive end?
I think it's both. I think obviously making sure that we get shots, I think that, not turning the ball over, making sure that we get shots. Cause I feel like every time we get shots, we get pretty good shots. And on defense, just keying in on whatever that adjustment that we made throughout the game at that time, executing that. And we know that, especially when we got that lineup with all of us, it's just we can switch and we can guard everyone. So I think late games, it should be in our advantage. You know what I mean? Just going out there and guarding people.
Pretty much all parts of your game, but where do you see, is it on the defensive end? Is it in the passing game? Is it in the back to the scoring?
Yeah, I think it's everything, to be honest with you. I just feel I just do believe that, in my heart that, I'm an all-around player, and I'm a two-way player and I can do everything. I can do all of that. So I just think my focus is just on that, continue to be the best player for my team and going out there playing defense at the highest level, making the effort to, whatever you switch and moving your feet. There's something watching film on it and continue to get better just because I feel like I have the ability and I don't think a lot of people do have that, so I just got to go out there, be willing to do it every single night. And it's been my focus and I hope that, I just continue to do that. And again, if we win, I'm happy, that's all I really care about.
You had those 3 threes in the first quarter. It seems like you're being more selective with when you take your threes. what goes into your, I mean, how do you decide when to attack with that shot? And
Hey, man,
whatnot?
it's the game, man. Feel it. Just feel it.
4 points shy of the franchise record for points in a quarter, you know.
Oh, man.
You know.
Who does? That's me. Gang, yeah, let's get it. I mean, I didn't know that. I mean, I wish I knew that. I would have chased myself out there trying to get it. I didn't know.
What was yesterday like for you? You didn't make the All-Star, but Fred did. It looked like an exciting moment for you too.
Yeah, no, I mean, super excited for Fred. Again, just someone again. I was gonna say we got drafted together, but I don't know how he didn't get drafted. But coming in the team, you know, I remember, you know, from rookie year, just being together, seeing him fight to make the team, you know, and he made the team, and you know, being a part of the benchmark with us, like championship, and just seeing him grow, and I think, you know, I think everyone knows like his story is so inspiring, and just seeing someone like him, you know, make it, and I can just always think about that video he made where he didn't get drafted, and you know, he was saying bet on yourself, and now it's like kind of like everywhere, you know. Like I said, I think we should pay him for using it. But man, like it feels amazing, man. And I see his family all the time, so I'm happy for his family. I know it means a lot. It's a great moment. I just want to, you know, you go out there, enjoy it, have fun, and it's great. Obviously for me, like I just feel like, you know, I wish I would have made it, but it is what it is, man. Like, and I just want to take it every day, every single day at a time, and continue to get better. I've been through a lot, you know, like the past couple of years, and I just feel like I'm definitely feeling like myself, and feeling good, feeling healthy, and I just want to continue to play basketball. Like, to be honest, like every single night is fun, and again, obviously winning is fun. So.
You said with the way you're playing right now, it'll be hard to keep you out if there's opportunities for replacements. What would it mean to you to go with him? That you mentioned you guys came in the same year. Would it be extra special? You've been there before, but
right. Yeah, no, definitely. Like it'd be special. Like just knowing that, you know, like our journeys, you know, like we don't have the same journey, but you could tell, you know, like people that came from kind of nothing to be where they are right now, and just kind of like a definition of hard work and dedication, and it would mean everything. It would mean a lot. And again, for me, like it's just like I said, I always try to focus on every single day. Like that's my focus. Coming in every single night, working hard, playing hard for my team, trying to get wins, and just letting, you know, God and everything else take up for the rest.
Pascal, a lot is made of, you know, sometimes you guys give up the size advantage to the opposing centers, but when you go up against centers like Capella and Okongwu, and then you see in the fourth quarter that they're both on the bench, what's that say about the problems that you guys are able to create for them? I
mean, I think again, like it's a two-way thing, right? Like you play against those big centers, and you know, you give up size, but at the same time, you know, they got to guard us too. Like so, I think that. It poses a problem, and the nights where we out there and we fight, and you know, kind of like give our bodies and like try to be out there with those guys, like we'll be okay, you know. And I think that on the other end, it'd be definitely tough for them to kind of cover all of us on the defensive end. But I just think that like there's only, to be honest, like a couple of those bigs that just like, you know, that you have to kind of get ready for. So I think all the other ones we all right with that.
Going back to what Grange was talking about with the week and how fatiguing it had to be. At what point did you feel it the worst? Like, is it because it's the end? Is it today that you feel it the worst, or did you feel it?
Nah, I've been feeling it. I've been feeling it. Yeah, like I think it's every day. You just take it, like I said, take it day, one day at a time. Try to recover as much as you can. And I think for me, like that's another step for me. Like just trying to like, I think before. I mean, when I was like 22, you know, like I didn't really care. I could play 100 minutes and come back the next day and do the same thing. Now it's like, you know, it kind of hurt you. So you have to, you know, ice and do all the little things to make sure that you're fresh for the next game, or as fresh as you can be. So yeah, we feel it though.
How much are you looking forward to tomorrow?
Oh, not always. I love the back-to-back days and the next day because there's no practice, there's nothing. I lay in bed all day. I tell Jim and Earl and John Wood, don't call me, don't text me. I don't want to see you. See you the next day.
Pascal, tough loss for Cameroon and AFCON.
Oh, man. Why you have to bring that up, man? Oh, my God.
Any thoughts on that? And have you watched any of?
Yeah, no, I was tuned in. I almost didn't want to come to the game on Wednesday. Man, I was watching that, supporting my fellow Cameroonians, and I've been tuned in. You know, it's been fun. Like just having the competition in Cameroon, and like I know how excited the people get about soccer, and obviously disappointed that we didn't win, but I'm just super proud of those guys. Like I think they made us kind of like glued into the games and wanted them to do so good. And yeah, man, sad moment, man. Way to ruin the night, man.
Have you watched any of Canada's run?
Oh yeah, I've seen some games. I mean, I don't know. Did they make the World Cup yet or not yet?
Not official yet, but they're close.
Yeah, but now, they're winning every single game. I mean, it's fun. Like it's great to see, like, you know, especially people that don't really make it to that level, and you know, they have really good young players, and you know, it's really awesome to see.
I brought it back.
I know, you kind of saved it a little bit, but man, yeah, that Cameroon, yeah, it's tough, man.
I have a couple questions for you online, Pascal. Go ahead, Stephen.
Hey, Pascal, it's good to see you. During this like kind of 5-game win streak that you guys are on, I know you guys are still in the thick of it, but like what are you learning about yourselves? Like this has been a season where you're kind of like learning and discovering things about you know, about new personnel and whatnot. So what are you learning about yourselves on this win streak?
Answer this question, man. You was here the whole time? Was you listening? But no, I think again, like I said earlier, I think just kidding. But no, I think we got to continue to get better. And I think one thing, you know, playing those games in that short amount of time, it builds character. Like I think that's kind of like the main thing. And having everyone back together feels good. So we got to go out there and play hard for each other. And we have tough games. There's no easy games that we played, you know. So it's definitely good for us.
Thank you.
Thanks. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Pascal. Just when you were coming off your injury at the start of the season, the team hit a bit of a rough patch, and you know, you and others consistently kept saying things like, you know, we're going to figure it out. We have to stay confident. What can you say about just keeping that, you know, even-keeled mindset throughout the season and being able to turn it around a little?
Yeah, I think like again, like we've been through a lot, and I think for me personally, like I've been through a lot, and one thing that I learned going through, you know, all these rough times is just that again, like I think I said that before. No matter how mad or depressed I got, like it didn't change the outcome or whatever was happening. You know, like we lost games and it was tough, and you know I got injured, and you know I think what I learned is just continue to be positive. Just, you know, go out there, do what I love to do, have a positive mindset, and I think I do believe that things, you know, always turn around, and that's my mindset again. Like with everything that's happening in my life or basketball.
All right, thank you.
Last question for you, French.
Oh man. Oh Mike.
Bonsoir Pascal. Est-ce que tu m'entends bien? J'ai pas une très bonne connexion ce soir.
Ouais, je t'entends.
Ok, parfait. Est-ce que ton début de match époustouflant, c'était un peu une manière d'envoyer un petit message à la Ligue pour dire je suis là, il y a un remplaçant pour Kevin Durant?
Ah non, j'avais pas ça en tête. Mais bon, pour moi, c'est juste ces matchs-ci sont très importants pour nous, et juste ce focus-là, de continuer à aller, et pour moi personnellement, de continuer à travailler dur. Je pense que j'ai un autre niveau que je peux arriver, et bon, c'est ça un peu mon objectif, continuer d'être le joueur le plus meilleur joueur que je peux être, et bon, si ça vient avec des points, bon, je les prends.
Et on en parlait ces derniers temps, il y avait des petits détails qui faisaient que vous n'arriviez pas à finir les matchs, et on a l'impression que maintenant il y a quelque chose qui a changé. Qu'est-ce qui a changé justement? Comment ça se fait que vous êtes si serein maintenant en fin de match?
Juste que bon, et on a eu beaucoup d'occasions où on a joué en fin de match, donc je pense que juste être l'expérience de ces moments-là, ça t'aide. Et la prochaine fois que tu es dans ces mêmes moments, après avoir regardé le film et après avoir, tu vois, déjà été dans ce moment-là, ça t'aide. Donc je pense que le plus on continue, et puis on a tout le monde ensemble maintenant, donc on essaie de se comprendre. Le plus on va gagner, je pense.
Je me permets une dernière question. On a l'impression que tu as de l'énergie jusqu'à la fin du match. Alors, tu es certainement fatigué, mais tu ne donnes pas l'impression. Est-ce que c'est le fait d'être revenu un petit peu plus tard que tu as encore du jus, ou est-ce que c'est tout simplement tu es revenu à une forme optimale en fait?
Non, je pense que ouais, je pense que j'ai une bonne forme et puis je prends plus soin de mon corps un peu plus. C'est quelque chose que j'essaye de faire plus et je pense que ça aide. Donc juste essayer de faire des trucs tous les jours pour prendre soin de mon corps et bon auparavant c'était pas la même chose. Donc maintenant j'essaie d'être le genre le plus meilleur que je peux et avec ça ces trucs là viennent en fait.
Parfait. Merci beaucoup, Pascal.
Yeah, merci.